All right, everyone, welcome to week 4. This week, we'll focus on how your venture makes money from its products. Upon completing this unit, you should be able to do the following. 1. Apply a business model to a biomedical venture. 2. Support application of various business models to various types of biomedical ventures. 3. Establish pricing for a biomedical product. And 4th, calculate lifetime value and cost of customer acquisition for a biomedical product. Let's start by getting a better understanding of what is and isn't a business model. A business model is a framework for creating, delivering, and capturing value. Business models, revenue models, and pricing models are often confused with each other. To highlight the difference between the business models and revenue models, you can think of all these as frameworks. Business models are a framework for generating value. Revenue models are a framework for generating revenue. And pricing models are a framework for collecting the revenues on the value your product creates. It may seem like a subtle difference or semantics now, but it's actually pretty significant. We'll talk more about revenue models and pricing later, but let's take a closer look of what's in a business model. In selecting or designing the business model for your venture, you'll want to look at least 4 factors: customer, value creation and capture, competition, and distribution. First, consider your customer profile, persona, the decision making, and their buying journey. Second, consider when and where in that journey your customers will need your product and how much value it will bring to them. This may have no relationship to the cost. Third, consider your competition. Is there a lot of competition or none? Does their product have the same level of value and availability? Fourth, consider distribution. That final connection point that connects your customers to your product can have a significant impact on the value or perceived value. Think about boutique versus outlet store. The presentation, placement, services, and support all impact the value your customer perceives. Here are 17 common business models. One-time upfront charge plus maintenance, cost plus, hourly rates, subscription or leasing model, licensing, consumables, upsell with high margin products, advertising, reselling the data collected or giving temporary access, transaction fee, usage fees, cell phone plans, parking meter or penalty charges, microtransactions, shared savings, franchising, and operating and maintaining. While these are not specific to biomedical ventures, and some have never been applied to biomedical ventures, we're including them because applying a new business model in a different industry is sometimes enough innovation for a venture to succeed. Think about Dollar Shave Club. Next, we'll review frequently used business models for biomedical ventures. Here we've identified 9 common biomedical business models: disposable products, reusable products, implantable products, capital equipment products, service, fee per use, over-the-counter products, prescription products, and physician sell products. Many business models are a combination of one or more of these. For example, services are often combined with more scalable product-oriented business models. In those models, customization, implementation, and integration services are considered strategic and help create, drive, or capture demand of more scalable product revenues. You're not bound by existing business models. You can create your own. Again, business model innovation could and has dramatically changed industries. Just keep in mind that if you're creating a new business model, it's another assumption that you will need to test and another hurdle that you will need to jump. And you'll need to take your customers and investors over the hurdle with you. So just make sure you're prepared to invest the extra time, effort, and cost. And make sure you have a good reason for doing it. If you're not able to convince outside investors that it's an area that requires innovation or that there is value in innovating the business model, then they'll probably think you're unnecessarily recreating the wheel. Now that you've identified your business model, step 16 will take you through the development of your pricing model. Click the link to watch the pricing framework videos. It's time to get a handle on the cost of your sales and marketing activities. Steps 17 and 19 will introduce you to the lifetime value, or LTV, and the cost of customer acquisition, or COCA. You'll also learn how to calculate both LTV and COCA in this section, but don't worry, once again, the math is pretty simple. There are important primary metrics for forecasting and tracking the performance of your venture. In the early stages, you'll probably be spending more than the lifetime value of each customer to acquire them. So, during your short-term sales and marketing strategy, cost of customer acquisition will probably exceed the lifetime value. As you move into your midterm sales and marketing strategy, the cost of customer acquisition and lifetime value will likely come into balance with each other. And as you move into the long-term sales and marketing strategy, the lifetime value will hopefully exceed the cost of customer acquisition, or at least it will need to if your venture is going to be sustainable and profitable. Click the link to watch the Module 4.3 videos.